Hello, family. This is Q with Mixherbs.com. Welcome to my channel. For all the new subscribers, welcome. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And we're going to get into today's topic. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, leave comments at the end of the video, and we're going to get into it today. Today's topic is using astrology to your advantage. Basically, taking advantage of the information you can get from astrology to use that as your advantage to advance in life and to do different things and get things accomplished in a beneficial way and more efficient. So we're going to go over that today, family. We're going to share this information. So let's get started. So one of the things everybody's familiar with is your sun sign, which which whether you're a Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, or whatever in the zodiac signs. So everybody's familiar with that, and you know your attributes and some of the planets that's associated with your particular astrological sign. But when it comes to taking advantage of in astrology, you have to do what you call a natal chart. And a natal chart basically consists of the 12 houses, and you can get into a more depth analysis or about your particular birth. And so the natal chart gives you more of a reading that you can just go online. You can go online to one of these sites. A lot of sites have free natal charts. You put in your information like your, the day you was born and the time, and sometimes they ask for the city that you was born. And then it'll give you your reading of natal charts, and and it'll list out the 12 houses in your natal chart, and then you will know what planets and astrological signs are in the particular houses. And so we'll go over those houses right quick so I can let you know how to take advantage of your astrological sign by using your natal chart. All right, so let's start with the first one, people. We're going to go into what you call the first house of self. That's the first house in your natal chart. Then the second house is possessions. Then we have the third house of communication. And we have the fourth house of home and family. Then we have the fifth house of pleasure, the sixth house of health, the seventh house of partnership, the eighth house of sex, death, and transformation, the ninth house of philosophy, the 10th house of social status, the 11th house of friendship, and the 12th house of the unconscious. So those are the 12 houses that you deal with when you're natal chart. And so as an example, we're going to talk about the sixth house, which is the sixth house is about health. So one things you can do, this is just an example of how you can use these natal charts as your advantage, to achieving certain goals and to look out for. So in your sixth house of health, let's say that Taurus or something shows up in your 12th house, and then you have a certain type of planet that shows up in your sixth house, rather, which is health. Then you know what you're more prone to. So sometimes you might be more prone to certain illnesses or health issues, and you really not knowing what that's coming from. You might say, hey, I suffer from backaches, or I might suffer from shoulder issues, or I might suffer from headaches, or shoulder, back, headaches, just any little thing, sinus issues, allergies, the list goes on and on. But when you look into that particular house, which is the sixth house of health, then you're like, okay, this particular zodiac sign shows up in my particular house, and that particular zodiac sign is prone to certain things, and they might be prone to a certain disease or different ailments, and then you can do things to combat that. So you might be more proactive. You might see in your chart that you might be prone to headaches, or you might be finding some illness or some disease or something that you might be prone to, which be like a neurological disease, and you might hit that head on. So you might be able to take certain herbs or certain different precautions to strengthen your herbs along the way, where you also have to be more prone with that. So, say if you're a Virgo, you have Virgo in your house, they're more prone to digestive issues. So, you might take ginger or take more different herbs cater to, your digestive system, or you might just loosen up and not eat a lot of meat or stuff that's tough to digest. So, these are ways to take advantage to know about yourself and your chart. And so let's take another example. Say, let's see, in your chart, the 10th house. So the 10th house kind of deals with more profession, careers, and different things. So this is one you can take advantage of. You can look at your chart and see what's in that 10th house, and you can get a picture of what you want to do as a career, and you can see what you are more or less can be able to handle or be able to do. So it might say that you are good at communicating. It might say you're good with your hands. It might be something in your house that say you should work with people or anything like that. So then you know that you might should pursue jobs that you might can communicate or be around a lot of people or different things. Or it might be saying that you're good at writing or stuff like that. And you might want to write a book. So it gives you a sense of who you are and some of the things that you can do, and you can pursue careers that more cater in line to what your natal chart is saying in the 10th house. So these are just some of the things I want to share of how you take advantage. You basically do that natal chart, go in into the different houses, seeing what you want to achieve. And we looked at the health, and we looked at the health house, which is the sixth, and we looked at the career house, which is the 10th. And you can do things right just off those two. And then you have all the other houses that you can look at. So it's a lifelong thing that you can go through and get more familiar with your the things you can take advantage of in your natal chart. And a lot of people, you don't have to really get deep into it. A lot of people kind of shy away from the natal charts and everything because they think, they might not believe in it, or they might not, want to go in depth. They think it's too complicated. But you can just go with something simple like that. Just go online, do your natal chart, go through some of your houses and see what they for, and see what astrological sign or planet in it, and then do a little research from there. And then you'll be on your way to achieving some of the goals that you want to accomplish, and make it easier on you in life, where you won't be running against the, as they say, pushing against the tide, making things harder on yourself. Things would be a lot easier. They'd be like, and you can be able to tell the difference. And so you can gauge how your life was and how it is based on you doing a little research and going with things that can greatly improve. And then you can be like, man, things have got a lot easier now. I'm moving on up. My health has got better, and it's all because you did a little research on that natal chart, and you started just going and flow with it, and not pushing against it and doing things against it, but going along with what you really came here to do and be. And so it's kind of like a chart of yourself, giving you a good picture of the things that you are here to do on this planet, and it will greatly help you, and you will definitely tell a difference. So let me know in the comments, you able to do that, or have you ever done that before, and you can see. And let me know how everything's going with you after you go through your chart, your natal chart, on one of the free sites. And then, you know, comment later on after you done went through 4 months of doing some of the things that I suggest that you can take advantage of, some based on your astrological natal chart, and let me know how you done benefited from it. So this is Q with Mixherbs.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.